All details coming in with respect to the 2G auction. We understand that finally, after lots of rounds of bidding, the telecom spectrum auction sale has concluded. Whopping 68 rounds is what we've seen so far, and in fact, remember, there has been, a lot of talk about how within the 2G basket, within the telecom basket rather, you have seen quite a bit of intensity competition which has come in with respect to Reliance Jio also bidding this time around. So we finally understand that the telecom sale auctions after 68 rounds have finally seen a conclusion with respect to the same. We will talk about which exactly are the circles that have gotten the maximum bidding, and whether it's 1800 or 900 megahertz that has seen the maximum bidding this time around. But it's been a fairly tedious process. It's gone on for many days now, and we understand that the telecom spectrum sale has in fact concluded after round 68. Sanjay Kapoor, of course a veteran in the sector, now joins in. Thanks very much for being with us. Unfortunately, we don't have too many details as of now, but we understand that the telecom spectrum sale has continued, and it's been a long drawn procedure. Round 68 over.
Hello.
Right, Mr. Kapoor, we're talking about how the telecom spectrum auction, we understand that the sale has concluded. A very long drawn process, 68 rounds.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it has gone beyond probably what the initial speculations and expectations were. So we all knew that 900 will draw a lot of competition in the market, and there'll be struggle to retain spectrum, at least amongst the incumbents. I think that prediction has come right. And what was surprising was that despite of 900, there was a movement on 1800 subsequently as well. So I think overall, probably on this one, I would say the government has won. But don't feel too comfortable that operators will be very happy with what has been achieved at the end of the auction.
Right, we've got Sanjay, stay with us. We've got Rajan Matthews also joining in on the phone line. Rajan, how surprised are you by the fact that the auctions have dragged on for so long, and can you confirm to us what is the final prize that's been discovered in these auctions?
First of all, yeah, I think everybody was surprised at the length of time that this continued. We're all happy that it has finally come to a conclusion. I don't think we could have taken the suspense anymore. And obviously the price is far and away in excess of what anybody had expected would be paid. So we'll have to wait to see who the final winners are, especially of the 900 megahertz spectrum. That will indicate what the landscape will look like competitively going forward.
Sanjay, that's the key, isn't it? I mean, over the next few minutes, we will hopefully get more clarity on who the winners are, especially for 900 megahertz, because the fight was largely for 900 megahertz, and players like Bharti just can't afford to miss out on 900 megahertz in circles like Delhi.
Yeah, absolutely right. In fact, it's a double whammy for the incumbents, because on one hand, most of the incumbents have over 5 megs of spectrum, and therefore for them to retain the entire amount of spectrum would have been a big challenge, as per my speculation. And I think at best incumbents will be able to win about 5 megs. And if that's true, then they'll have to surrender a bit of 900 megs, which obviously is going to have repercussions on the consumer experience going forward, because no matter how much of 1800 megahertz spectrum you deploy, there's physics behind 1800 which cannot be wished away. And if there is a new player who comes into the 900 megahertz of spectrum, then he is likely to come with 3G as a service and not 2G as a service. Now that can be challenging for the incumbents, because with 3G on 900 competing with 3G on 2.1 gigahertz could be a much superior customer experience. Of course, there'll be a rollout time that will be required, but definitely the product or the service that will come out of a 900 on 3G will be superior to the one that is on 2.1 gigs. So that could change the competitive landscape to quite an extent. So I think this, from any perspective, falls pretty heavy on the incumbents.